This news story is about Philip machine again. A constant information lag. The trouble with the we call Philip CPA machine underscore flaw in device oversight. Millions of patients rely on CPA and BPAP machine to treat their sleep apnea, but the recall of device made by Philip has caused problems for those patients. Well, we know that. The ongoing recall of many of these devices made by Philip has been botched and broiled at nearly every turn. It took more than a decade after using the first report sample from the CPAP and BPAP machine breakdown for Philip to issue a recall. Wait a minute. Did they say a decade? Now, in the original article that explained the situation, they say that they was informed by this in 2016 and then do a recall to 2021. So wait a minute now. Took more than a decade. Hold up. Now wait a minute. Now I gotta question this. How long has this machine probably going on? Uh, Never mind. Let me just go on. Even after the recall notice was issued, it failed to reach many patients, and many are still waiting on their permanent replacement device or refund for some which had me to recall themselves. More than a year after recall, the FDA received more than 90,000 reports about problems with the device, including 260 reports of death reportedly associated with the product. The Food and Drug Administration has pulled out all the stocks, including the regulated order not deployed in the decade to force Philip to contact users by recall and replace the device in a timely manner, but the trouble was spawned. Experts said the underscore a critical prominent that been made in the medical device oversight. The FDA without enough manpower to full policies to countless medical devices in the market must rely on companies to self-report any problem that call into question the safety of their own devices. Hold up. So only thing the FDA will be able to do is inform them what's going on, and leave it up to the company to do something about it. Okay. But as Philip we call many clear the collaborative approach oversight falls apart when the company don't do their part, and ultimately experts say the patient who pays the price. Well, he ain't lying about that. He ain't lying about that at all. So you hope that if there's a problem, it will take you a decade and 90,000 adverse event report, 200 plus deaths to figure it out, said Vanya West. You know what? So you know what? Find somebody making some sense. Chef resident in the all allergologist at Master Eye and Ear Baham, a woman's Massachusetts General Hospital, the co-author of the editor about the recall in JAM International Medicine. Yeah, it really a shame the way they handle this stuff. It really is. according to the recent article, well, that's why they probably getting investigated now. They need to for the way they do stuff. A proper amount to the FDA conduct inspection of fertilizing and investigation into how it responds to the problem emerged with the ventilation and the CPAP BAP machine, which a router uses to help people with the sleep apnea keep breathing through the night, but also are used by people with neuromuscular and degenerative disease, including children. The agency found description a company that both refused to admit there was a problem with its device and failed to swift and clear the communication with the consumer once the issue was formally became impossible to ignore. See, that's my problem. They should never let it get that far. But see, I'm gonna tell y'all something, and let's be real about this. The reason why they ain't did nothing when the problem first was brought to their attention, just like all companies, they worry about their money more than anything else. They will worry about their money than anything else. That's probably why they wait so long. Probably the reason why they wait so long to actually do a recall back on these machines. That's how they do. And that's exactly how that's exactly what happened. They was worried about their money than their machine. Cause 9 times 10, that's how a lot of these companies do. They worry about the money more than worry about what's going on. And that's a shame. Worry about that green than the machine. Okay, Philly did not respond to a request for the comment on the recall or the process of its replacement effort. Okay, y'all, this article goes into basically it go into this the same information that I done video on previously. So I'm gonna go ahead and just leave this article in the description box. I just want to read you some of it, a little bit of new information, and what we already know about. But yeah, tell me what you think about this article. I tell you, it's just, it's just flat out craziness what's going on. And you know what? I tell you one thing. Like the last video I done on this, they was talking about working out segment. Even if they do work out segment, I personally feel like Philip should suffer some type of consequences for the way all this stuff went down. I know they being investigated. I know they being investigated based on how they handled it in the first place, but still. Well, we have to see I'm gonna say this. We have to see what comes out of that investigation, but it's just terrible how this whole thing went down. In general, it's just been real terrible how this whole thing has gone down. It really is. But I will leave the link in the description so you can read the rest of the article yourself. And if you enjoy content like this, I do information content like this on the regular. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that bell. When you ring the bell, make sure you click all so you won't miss none of my videos. And I'll see y'all in my next one.